Welcome again to reviews, fixes and hacks. Now, as you can see, I have changed inner tie rod, outer track rod end, changed the nut on it, the tracking, so this is what is loosened, and then you spin the inner track tie rod and that's how they adjust the tracking. So there's a new outer track rod end and also the drop links. So this is the passenger side that I've changed. This is a UK vehicle, so drop links are being changed. The newer ones are plastic, obviously inner tie rods and outer track rod end. Now just to point out, here's the old parts. So in fact, if I quickly grab, so here's the part. So there's your outer track rod ends. Now these are still in good nick, still quite difficult to move, no play in it. So to be honest, I mean, I didn't need to change it, but given that I'm doing this job anyway and I've got the new ones, might as well put the new ones on, save me having to come back to this, say in 1, 2, 3, 4 years time, whenever. But I might just hang on to these just in case, as an emergency one fails for an MOT. I can quite easily knock these back on, no play in it whatsoever, perfectly usable. The boot on it is quite good, to be honest. Still, yeah, both are perfectly fine. Slightly rusted, but otherwise very good, very usable. These, however, I've got ever so slight play in it. Now, looking at these, you can see that they are, sorry, that's the wrong way, GM, TRW, and if you look at it, 04, 08, 04. This vehicle is a 2004 Vauxhall Astra. So these must, and it's a 2004 vehicle, so these must have been the original inner track rod ends that have never been changed. The vehicle's done 160 odd thousand miles, so I'm not surprised they failed. Extremely loose, as you can see, the wobble. So there you go, just plays about. And not only that, I can't simulate it on here, you won't be able to hear it, but there's ever so slight play on it, a very slight play, not much, but there is a slight play. I think one of them's worse, so it's this one. Yeah, this one's slightly worse than the one I just had. This has got even more play and it just moves about. In fact, it doesn't hold on its own and it's extremely loose. Now the reason these fail is because the grease just wears out, basically dries up, wears out, and that's it. But the reason for me even coming to do these jobs is because of the drop link. As you can see, this drop link, the ball joint has actually come off. So the lubricant, the boots failed, lubricant has just come out, dried up, and the boot, the actual ball joint has just disconnected from the actual rod itself. So this is the main reason I came to doing the job I've done. But as you can see, it's all been done. But the whole purpose of me doing this video and not actually showing or going through the repairs is purely because of a few key tools. Now, what I would say is I have used this tool and I've shown it in my previous video, or one of my previous videos. This tool is fantastic for taking off the inner tie rods. So it just slots over the inner tie rod end, and using a very long extension bar, you put a breaker bar on the end, connect this to this section, and then basically it latches on, the teeth grip onto the actual ball joint here. So you can see the marks where the teeth are gripped. There they are, teeth are gripped, and makes the job a hell of a lot easier. The other thing I will say is a nut splitter. So here's a nut splitter. I've had a huge amount of trouble trying to take this, basically the nut there. Okay, so here's that nut. Huge amount of trouble trying to, the other side up heated. I used a blowtorch, heated it up, managed to get it off. This one, doesn't matter what I did, I could not do anything. So the only way of getting it off was splitting the nut, which is exactly what I've done there. Okay, so using the nut splitter, that's exactly what I've done. And the way this works is you put it over the nut. So the flat section, as you can see, it goes onto the flat section. And then all you do is using a ratchet. Now, there's no point me saying, I mean, this one I think was 18mm, but obviously different nut splitters will have a different socket end here, the hex bit. So this one was 18mm, and then just using a ratchet, I've just kept going, and it's eventually snapped the nut. And this is the only way for me to have taken this nut off. But anyway, like I said, the whole purpose is just to point out these key tools, including the extension bars. So these are 1/2 inch extension bars. You've got the tools for taking off the inner tie rod, and then obviously I've got a nut splitter to split the nut. And to be honest, this job, all in all, half an hour, and job's done. All I've got to do is put back the under tray, and that's it. Can't complain. The other thing is, on the inner boot here, on the inner, this one is just a clip. So using just some pliers, I'm actually grip it, undo it. On the inner side, they've got a metal type of band going around to attach it to the steering rack. Now all I'm going to do is replace it with one of these. So I'll be putting that on and just tightening it up. So that's it basically, and job's a good one. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you find this useful. You have seen my other videos. This where I've pointed out Sterling. This was given to me. I mean, Sterling not the best, definitely not the best, but the purpose for me using this, knowing it's not the best, is because I've got these under warranty. So now that I've got them, stick them on. This is QH. So the inner tie rod, QH, and these track rod ends are also QH branded. So hopefully these are decent. This, well, so be it. Easy to change this than the inner tie rod. So hopefully gives me another 160,000 miles, which I doubt, but let's see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, support the channel so I can continue to make these videos. And any comments, post them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you.